Hey, what's up guys, Bryce here back again with another video, and today, I kinda have to hurry this up, because we're gonna be watching Hulk versus Broly, Marvel versus Dragon Ball Death Battle, but it is also the premiere. And without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, it's starting!
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Warner Bros. Pictures and HBO Max. Wonder Woman 1984, in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th, streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release.
Have you been aching for a movie that inspires hope and an escape, full of heart and mystery and intense epic action? Look no further than Wonder Woman 1984, in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th.
Slip into the world of the 1980s, vibrant, sleek, and driven by excess, just like me.
Diana Prince has been keeping a low profile as a superhero, but will soon be dragged into a conflict that will decide the fate of this brave new world.
Watch as Wonder Woman battles Maxwell Lord and the Cheetah in some of the most fun action scenes ever put to film.
Wonder Woman 1984 is in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th. Streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release.
That they have ever, or not ever done. Batman vs Superman was pretty good, but the Wonder Woman franchise so far unfair.
As primal as the ground we walk on and the air we breathe, anger can keep us alive or doom us forever.
Well, on that fun note, let's jump into our season finale.
First up is the Incredible Hulk, Marvel's mean green world-breaking machine.
Then there's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Young Bruce Banner was a genius and the son of nuclear physicist Brian Banner,
who was just the absolute shittiest dad ever, complete with mom murdering and super baby slapping.
Naturally pretty distraught, Bruce's trauma due to parental abuse internalized itself as a second personality, an angry, childlike brute that just wanted to be left alone.
Even with that angry shadow in his head, Bruce grew up to be a leader in the study of gamma radiation. So like a total nerd who probably got beat up all the time.
He had that covered. During a gamma bomb test, Bruce was caught in the blast zone and absorbed enough radiation to, well, die.
Except he kind of didn't. Well, not permanently. Instead, the bomb opened a door that let Bruce's alternate personality step into the world.
Thus, using his anger, Bruce Banner transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
The Hulk is one of the strongest mother hubbers in all of Marvel.
He can lift a 150 billion ton mountain, shatter asteroids twice the size of Earth, leap into orbit from the ground, and even mess with the fabric of reality by punching.
Whatever a time storm is, you bet your ass he can punch it and break time.
The Hulk's absurd power is tied to his rage. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes.
And according to almighty gods like the Beyonder, the dude's got no known upper limit. Though, to be fair, his body can't always keep up and will revert to Banner under too much pressure or too many puppies.
Emotions like rage are governed by an area of the brain known as the hypothalamus, which controls Bruce's transformation. If it's damaged, his life could be put in jeopardy, like when Hawkeye pierced it with a special arrow Bruce himself designed.
Good thing the Hulk's a total tank who can keep fighting for days on end. Nothing short of literal gods are strong enough to take him down.
When he does take damage, his body can heal almost instantly, even if his flesh has been vaporized or he's been cut into literal pieces.
The Hulk can adapt to any environment imaginable, whether that's just straight up holding energy or surviving the depths of space.
He's even battled the warrior god Thor, who has thousands of years of combat experience and is fast enough to cross the universe in about 5 seconds, nearly 300 quadrillion times the speed of light.
No wonder the world's so scared of him. He's a green apple flavored behemoth of destruction with the mind of a cranky 4-year-old.
While the classic Savage Hulk persona may be a childish brute, there are several, maybe even thousands of other personalities cooped up within Banner's shattered psyche.
Joe Fixit is a street-smart bouncer, Doc Green is a super genius, and the Devil Hulk is the father figure Bruce never had. It's like an all-you-can-eat Hulk Emporium in Bruce's brain. We got your Dark Hulk, Mindless Hulk, Hulk Squared, and Claw, which is basically just Sad Hulk. It's kinda dumb.
Despite seeing his human half as weak, Hulk and Bruce would finally unite against a cruel, uncaring world under a new persona, the Green Scar.
He brought a world war to Earth and tore the superhero community a new asshole. And by finally letting go of puny Banner, the Hulk became the unstoppable force everyone's always feared. A world breaker.
World is underselling it. The Savage Hulk once obliterated an entire universe with a thunderclap and bloodied Hyperion with a single punch. The same Hyperion who survived the collision of two universes unscathed. Which begs the question, how much more powerful is the Hulk at his maximum?
Okay.
This one's all on me, Wiz. So, Hulk was once with this chick, Umar, ruler of the Dark Dimension. Spooky. Hulk could only match her strength for 6 minutes, but he made up for it in round 2 when he came back as the Green Scar and kept Hulk smashing for hours. It's likely they went until dawn. That's a 12-hour session of Hulk smashing at most. My man.
Well, that would make the Green Scar 120 times stronger than the Savage Hulk. Multiplying that by the energy of the two colliding universes would yield
Oh my lord.
960 duovigintillion joules. That's just a ridiculous number. All that from a single battle?
Battle? Oh, sweet summer child, Wiz. That's not the kind of smashing I meant.
You've got to be kidding me.
I think I just invented a new field of science. The science of the f***. Now, you might be thinking this gamma stuff is nuts, and you're right, because it's Satan magic.
So, turns out, gamma is actually directly connected to energy from hell, drawn from Marvel's ultimate satanic being, the One Below All. By using his powers, the Hulk is literally channeling the devil.
It's also what kept him alive all these years. Every time Bruce dies, his soul is sent to hell and can resurrect. Once returned to the world, his body will heal from whatever killed him. The dude literally can't die.
And after a journey into the lowest plane of hell, the Hulk even faced off against the One Below All and the ghost of his father.
In the greatest therapy session of all time, he thunderclapped those two assholes to smithereens. Talk about cathartic. From one man with crippling daddy issues to another. Well done, sir.
What else can you say but incredible? The Saiyans, a brutal alien race. Interstellar is his eraser cannon, a green fastball that'll cross thousands of miles in seconds and vaporize planets.
He can barf lasers with his gigantic roar, shower the landscape with blaster meteor, or just straight murder people with his gigantic orgasm.
Gigantic Omega Storm.
Oh, that makes more sense. I'm gonna rename my dick that.
His most powerful technique, though, is a small key bolt that Broly can feed to rapidly grow in size and consume entire worlds. The Omega Blaster.
Broly's arsenal isn't just blowing stuff up, though. He can use his key for flight, telekinesis, and paralysis.
Despite being stuck in the space boonies all his life, he's an adaptable fighter who can match seasoned veterans.
Basically, he learns as he fights. And while most Saiyans get stronger every time they almost die, the Bromeister's strength is tied to his emotions. AKA, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Doesn't that sound familiar?
These power boosts are so great, he can match transformations like the Super Saiyan without even needing to transform.
But don't worry, he can do that too. His wrath state roids him up and makes him as strong as a Saiyan great ape without all the fur. Or the shedding.
Much to Frieza's chagrin, though, Broly had never learned to unlock Super Saiyan, and could not compete with Goku and Vegeta's stronger forms.
Solution? Murder Broly's dad to get him to transform.
Despite the physical abuse he suffered at his father's hands, Paragus was still the only family Broly had, and losing that drove him over the edge.
That's basically what happened to me when my dad lived. Except I turned into a super alcoholic.
Although Broly didn't turn into a typical Super Saiyan.
You're welcome.
Broly's new form was actually a Super Saiyan C-type. This is an unleashed version of the repressed Super Saiyan A-type, which are both precursors of the B-type.
Daddy, you're going out for cigarettes again? Okay, I'll see you when you get back. Goodbye. Goodbye. I love you.
Hey,
What?
are you paying attention?
Yeah. The Super Saiyan Vitamin C form has the perfect energy control and let him wail on Frieza for over an hour. And this time I mean wail as in fight.
Right. Broly's power was so immense, it even made Goku of all people turn tail and run.
Goku was able to clash with Lord Beerus with enough force to potentially destroy all of Universe 7, a humongous cosmic structure shown in this symbolic model.
Making the Dragon Ball universe 9 times larger than our own. Based on this, the shockwaves from their clash propagated 240 quadrillion times faster than light.
And after that, Goku became that powerful in his base form. Imagine how much stronger he was at Super Duper Pooper Scooper Saiyan.
Or when fused with Vegeta into the almighty Gogeta, a being many times more powerful than the sum of his parts.
Broly got into a dick measuring contest with a friggin' Super Saiyan squared and shattered reality.
And at the peak of his rage, he became the Warrior of Myth, destined to appear once every 1,000 years. The legendary Super Saiyan.
As a broccoli-haired freak, legendary Broly's power is so great that he needs to constantly let it out or else he might self-destruct. I guess you could say his power is maximum!
He's easily among the strongest foes Goku's gone up against. That includes beings capable of shaking an infinite void just by powering up, or merging with the universe and affecting alternate timelines.
In his original timeline, the Brawl survived his energy exploding out of him all at once, and in canon he took dozens of attacks from Gogeta Blue without any visible damage after fighting for hours.
His power comes at a cost, though. In his Berserker state, Broly is wide open against an opponent who's just as strong, but far more skilled.
And after taking enough damage, his rage will hit its limits, and his power will fizzle out quick. He can even get knocked into weaker forms.
Broly did lose his fight with Gogeta fair and square, but with new friends at his side to support him and a new rival to teach him to temper his fury, the lonely Saiyan outcast finally got what his father could never give him: a family.
Aww. But that means he has even more to lose, so watch out because this Super Saiyan's temper is legendary.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want some more earth-shattering action, check out Wonder Woman 1984.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Warner Brothers Pictures and HBO Max. Wonder Woman 1984 is in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th, streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release.
I don't know if you've heard, Wiz, but Wonder Woman 1984 is coming out in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th. Christmas is coming early this year, or exactly on time.
If you were as entranced as we were with the first Wonder Woman, strap in for an action-packed 80s romp filled with heart, hope, epic fight scenes, and a few surprises.
I mean, I know I'm excited to see her swing on lightning.
And her golden armor that'll let her stand up to new villains like Maxwell Lord and the Cheetah. I'm fascinated by its composition, assuming a density of 1,000 kilograms per meter cubed.
Enough nerd speak, Wiz. If you like badass action sequences peppered with fun and humor, this movie will have something for everyone to enjoy, especially the tried and true fans.
Set in the 1980s, the height of America's power, pride, and glamorous excess, Diana's trying to save a world very different than the one she knew from the first film. She's a hero for all and one the world definitely needs right now. I, for one, am excited to see it safely on the big screen, or at home on HBO Max in my jammies.
Wonder Woman 1984, in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th, streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release, in the US only at no extra cost to subscribers. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Oh, nice. They're doing this type of anime.
Hey, spiky hair man, what's this beauty planning?
You scared them away. You're making me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
Show me. Disappointed. Hulk is immortal.
You are monster?
No, the devil! Hulk smash! You think you're strong? Hulk's strongest there is! Yes! Show me! Break the world! Break everything! I'll kill you!
Brain damage after, right?
Throat sore.
This just in, breaking news. Local area saying literally too angry
Called it.
to die.
The Hulk had numerous advantages over Broly. He was far more experienced, slightly faster, and potentially smarter depending on which Hulk was in charge.
But since the Hulk's fight for control in Bruce's mind, it wasn't guaranteed he'd get one of the geniuses. Still, his healing factor was nuts. Broly wasn't gonna put him down with anything less than complete annihilation.
Fortunately for Broly, compared to his unbelievable power, the Hulk came up short.
I know what you're thinking. Hulk could destroy a universe 120 times over, while Goku could only manage a lowly 9.
But that was base Goku's strength. Broly's maximum, no pun intended, was far greater. Let's lay down some numbers.
As a legendary Super Saiyan, Broly was stronger than Super Saiyan Gogeta and took hits from Gogeta Blue without even bleeding.
Based on the Daizenshuu, the blonde Super Saiyan 3 form is about 400 times greater than Goku's base. Applied to Goku's new base in Dragon Ball Super, he would already be 30 times more powerful than World Breaker Hulk.
And that's before factoring in Super Saiyan Blue and Gogeta, which are way stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
With this in mind, legendary Super Saiyan Broly is thousands, possibly millions of times stronger than the World Breaker we've seen. While the Hulk's strength can keep increasing, so will Broly's, and it's unlikely he'd be able to catch up before being overwhelmed. After all, there have been multiple times when the strain on Hulk's body turned him back into Banner.
With that big of a power difference, there's no way the same wouldn't happen here. Even stuff like breaking space and time is nothing new to Broly and other Dragon Ball characters.
And don't misunderstand the Hulk's encounter with the One Below All. There's no evidence he directly overpowered actual Satan, just dispersed his cloudy avatar.
Hulk even said he was just doing that to buy time.
Broly's flight allowed him greater maneuverability and area control, plus he could attack at a distance with Ki. When Hulk did close that gap, Broly's force field and paralysis protected him up close.
And it's unlikely Hulk could land a lucky fatal blow, considering Broly took hits from Gogeta Blue, who's millions of times stronger than the World Breaker. You get the idea.
That leads us to our last and most important question. Could Broly bypass Hulk's immortality to put him down and take the win? Surprisingly, yes.
Whenever the Hulk or Bruce die, his healing factor kicks in to fix whatever wound killed him in the first place.
Meaning he still needs some element of his physical body that can heal itself in order to come back to life. The hypothalamus is key to this. Once it was destroyed by Hawkeye and his special arrow, Bruce took months to come back from the dead. With Broly's incredible power, there was no doubt he could vaporize Hulk and leave nothing left to heal.
Like basically every Dragon Ball Z fight ever.
The Hulk was an incredible opponent, but the legendary Super Saiyan's boundless power, arena control, range of techniques, and Saiyan Rage spelled the end for the not-so-jolly Green Giant.
This incredible fight was insane!
The winner is Broly.
Boomstick. A strange, green man in a zoot suit left a letter for you.
Oh, sounds legit. Give me. Dad?
What?
Thank you so much for watching this season finale to one of...
Alright, I guess we get to meet Boomstick's dad now. Man. Yeah, everyone had already called it, bro. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I definitely know I did. And without further ado, see you guys in the next video.